so orange. That's so weird. Oh, freaking StackNet. What's up, NMC?
Madden NFL 25.
Madden NFL 25. Wow. Thanks for the 25 months of subbing, Speedy. Really appreciate it. What's up, Stash? What is up, Joshua? Oh, that was 11 to 8. That's pretty good. Thanks for the GL. Did one accidental move like right at the end. Happy Easter? Not quite Easter for me yet, but happy Easter to you. I feel like when I do this, it might be like it's detrimental to overall speed, but I feel like maybe I should just do like multi-blind memo style. Dang it, dude. I had a feeling. I missed a move during parity. So annoying. Rip. Alright, I'm gonna do 5 more. And then I'm just gonna hop into multi. What am I doing? Scramble. Why did I do that? That was so stupid, dude. Cube was solved. I had a had that alg. Just this. Oops. And I did a U prime at the end. So weird. A little brain fart. I love it. I'm gonna try 12 cube or 13 cube attempts with 2 pass memo to see if I can finally get a good one. My PB on 13 cubes is still with 3 pass, and it's like I think I might have done like 3 pass 8, 2 pass 5 or something, but it's hard. Sigma, thank you, I guess. feel like a good result on 2pass 13. It's going to be really hard to get, but I might get used to it eventually. Oh, I did the wrong scramble on that. But a good result would be like sub 8 probably. But I'd be happy with like just PB, which is like 830. Oh, my PB is 905. Sub 9 is like really should happen. If I have like one attempt where everything sticks finally, sub 9 will happen. That should be pretty free. But sub 8 is super doable if I can manage to 2pass and remember everything pretty well. But it's just hard to do that. That's a duplicate. What did I just do? I think I did 10 for both of these. What would RW2U2 should be orange in front? Okay. So I skipped. No, I did 10 twice and then I went to 12, so I haven't done 11. Okay. So I'm just gonna hand scramble this, solve it, and do 11. And 12. Oh, I didn't do 11, which is this one. Okay, yeah. I am so Sigma. Thank you. Really appreciate that. What was that? I went to a water park last summer and I was waiting in line for a slide and what were the kids saying? There was like these kids that were probably like 12-ish every time they got on the slide. Man, what would they say? It was some real brain rot shit. I'm too boomer to remember. Okay, no duplicates. Dude, having a duplicate on 13 cube attempt is so annoying. Okay. I'm gonna try to not safety too hard, but just kind of go the speed I would go on a 9 cube attempt. And do one of my Mario palaces. See you on the other side. Oh yeah, I forgot to take off this thing. Always the last cube. Oh. I remember most of this one. Oh my god. It was slow, but dude, that's so annoying. What's up? Sleazy does it. Biochunk Kiki. How we doing tonight? Doing pretty good. It's a good start. It's really slow. But 12 out of 13, 2 passing is good nonetheless. I paused a ton. All it takes, dude, I just need like one attempt where it just sticks and it'll happen. And that'll like increase my confidence massively, which will help a lot, I think. Crazy things. You liked? Thank you. Lubed or Yoo-hoo? It doesn't turn like shit? That's a mega mix, right? Can't remember how old that is. Is it a Yoo-hoo V2? I remember when the first Yoo-hoo came out. That thing was kind of ass. Is that a Diane cube or a YJ? I feel like that cube looks a lot like the Diane, the like really popular Diane Megamix that like LML still uses. Was there a good Yoo-hoo that was released? Oops. I'm not used to scrambling in packs of 12, so I will like frequently skip scrambles. So I like lose track of what number I'm on in the pack. The V2 was the good one. I got 100 bits from McSleazy Does It. Thank you for the 100 bits. I didn't see that until just now, sorry. Okay, we go again. Pretty happy about that first attempt, just in how I managed to remember almost everything. It was pretty good. I forgot corners on this one, which was... Oh yeah, I totally guessed on a pair on that. I remembered like half of it. Okay, well hopefully I remember it all this time. What? That was so slow. Okay, well that's PB in world best. 13 out of 13. Pretty sure. That's funny. That was so bad, dude. That can easily be sub 8. That's so funny. Dude, I'm on fire these last couple days. Like, actually very good accuracy to passing large numbers. Pretty cool. Got first ever sub hour 25 yesterday. Should I immediately try for more cubes or stick with 25? I think it kind of depends on what your accuracy is like. Like, if you're getting sub hour 25 but it's like 13 out of 25, I probably wouldn't say to like go up. But if you're sub houring 25 and getting like 20 out of 25 and you're consistently sub houring it, yeah, I mean, adding more cubes is the best, like the fastest way to improve. Dude, I was not expecting to get 13 out of 13 that easily. I have tried it a ton of times off stream and it never worked. It was like most of the time really far off. So that's kind of crazy. I wonder if it's like solely due to not using these rooms for a long time. I just used rooms that I haven't touched for like weeks, so that might be it. 23 out of 25? Oh, I would probably move up then, yeah. That's pretty crazy for your first sub hour to be that good of accuracy. But yeah, like, going for perfect is not really a good use of your time. If you sub-houred with good accuracy, I would move up. The only way to like always be improving, I mean the best way to always be improving, not the only way, but you will guarantee that you're always improving if you're like actively pushing yourself in that way. Can we get back-to-back 13 out of 13s? God, both of those splits can improve so much. If I went the pace of like a good 9 cube memo, I could get like 4-minute memo, and then good exec would be like 3. Maybe not 3. 3 would be really, really good. 315 is super doable. What would 315 be? That's 195 over 15. Yeah, 15 exec per cube. 315, 4. So a good attempt on this would be like 715. That's pretty funny. 855 is so slow. That is like massively slower overall time per cube than my 9 out of 9 PB. Yeah, you get to update this. This 905 PB with 3 pass was in 2020. This was 436 or 439.21. $8.55. Oh no, I didn't. No, I didn't. So 530, 554. 4120 time per cube, and my 9 cube PB is 31. Adding 10 seconds just for 4 cubes is pretty funny, doing the same number of passes. What are these other splits? So 439.21 is 240 plus 39 is 79, 279.31. 2149. That's not like horrible, I guess, for 2 passing. It's massively slower than my 9 cube memo, but it's not horrible. The exec is going to be really bad by my standards. So 79.31. 35, 54 minus 79.31. 1971 exec per cube. Very cringe. We go again. Just always have to remind myself the rooms I'm going to use. That was slow anyways, really slow memo. I feel like I don't have too many attempts of this in me to like actually have a good chance at getting something good. Fatigue and all that. That was 10, 13. It's not bad. A lot of pausing. I'm just gonna do 3 blind, maybe some big blind or something. But hey, I got a PB, so I'm happy. What I PB on? I got on my second 13 cube attempt, I got 855, 13 out of 13, which is PB by 10 seconds. My last PB on that was 905, and that was with 3 passing, not 2 passing, which I'm doing now. So 855 is like extremely improvable. Like, I should be able to get sub 730 with a really good attempt. The blinders doesn't true. What's up, Manu and Kiki? Kiki already said it. I was super hesitant on an alg right there, and that was 11 to 9, and I lost like at least a second, probably 2 seconds, hesitating on that alg. Fire with the blind today. The booba effect? Oh, I know the booba effect. booba affect us all. Certain sounds are sharp and certain sounds are round. Interesting. Is this like a scientific thing or just kind of like a vibes thing? Might tell you that. Visual memo something and kind of worked it up. All good science starts with a vibes thing. True. It has a Wikipedia page. I'll check it out later. Dang, what happened, dude? I jinxed it. I always jinx it. Had to say I was good. Wow, that was a big pause. PBAO12 incoming. The stream doesn't end until I get PBAO12. My PBAO12 is pretty hard for me to beat. 1788. That is hard. That was good. Hi. What's up? What are you doing? Okay. I think I missed it how 12 packs go. It was decent. It was better than it usually goes, and I got a 13 out of 13 in 855, which is PB, and I think world best. Oh my god. 12 to 11. Yeah, with 2 pass. Oh no, 12 to 10. Forget how the ADS starts on that. Yeah, 855 is extremely slow. It's like slow 2-pass and tons of pausing, but it's just like an exercise for the most part. Like I just want to be able to 2-pass 13 because I feel like it's kind of like part of the path to being able to do 12 packs on big attempts and have it actually be beneficial. What? My cat is meowing in such a like sad way. I feel like she misses my girlfriend. Do that 12 times? Okay, I will. The problem with doing that 12 times is I have to get no bad scrambles. Because there are scrambles that I cannot get 17s on, no matter how hard I try. Come on. Oops. That was 10 to 9, but an exact mistake. My cat's name is Henrushka. Did you drink the potion of luck that you mailed me? Not yet. I'm saving it for a Quidditch game. Good call, yeah, Quidditch is dangerous. Dude, why am I so slow all of a sudden? What is happening? Sometimes you're just like slower and it doesn't even feel like it. I knew I +2'd, but I'd already dropped the cube, so it's like too risky to try to fix. Can't end stream till I PBO 12. That stream could go for many hours. PB is in 1788. PBAO 12 is. Whoa. That was 10 to 8. I thought I mechanical twisted, but I didn't. This session, by the way, is just my last 800 something solves, 870 solves. My PB single is 1204, but that was quite a while ago. So that's just my best single in that amount of time. Ooh, that was so sick, dude. I floated into a 4-flip. That was 10.5 to 9 with a float into a 4-flip. So sick. The float into 4-flip doubters are in shambles, dude. It's the future. And I'm the pioneer. I can solve 3 cross pieces in the time it takes me to do a full blind solve. I don't think that's true. PBAO5 is sub 19. Traced edges. The solve was good. The memo was bad. Dang it. Ugh. Inverse comm. FLD float. What does floating into a 4-flip entail? Alright, so this is the scramble. Sending it in chat. Yeah, there's 2 flipped edges. The non-floating cycle ends with your buffer flipped, and then you float. So that results in 4 flipped edges. And you would not be able to float otherwise. So it's basically like you either do 5 comms and a floating 2-flip, or you do 4 comms and a 4-flip. And that's the float into 4-flip case. So that's the scramble where that applied to. I got 17. Massive lockup where I did like multiple extra moves. For KO 12. What am I doing? Oops. near a cube, but I think here I normally eat one of the flipped edges on each buffer. Oh yeah. Yeah, that sucks. Those cases really suck. And if the foreflip, if you can find something good for the foreflip fast enough, this is like OP, dude. And I don't mean all talk. So there's no parity, so I'll just solve corners to make it look simpler. So there to there to there, that's the end of the UF comms. It's flipped in place. I already saw a flip outside of the buffer, so I just float. That's also the nice part about floating into floating into foreflips is if you see one flip outside of the buffer and then your UF cycle ends flip, you can just float and not worry about whether or not there's another flip. It all works out either way. You can either do a foreflip or you don't have to. So in this case, I saw that one; it was obvious, and then turned out that one's also flipped. So I'm floating UB either way though, because I do floats in the foreflip. So one UB comm, second UB comm, third UB comm, and then that's the foreflip. And I would just do U2 R prime. Yeah, I've been just trying to force myself to do float into foreflips so that I eventually get good at foreflips, because it would be very sick to be really good at foreflips. I might at some point systematically learn foreflips, but it's a lot. Hi! What? You seem really frustrated right now. Get up here. Come on. Don't knock anything over though. Come on. Come on. Just be careful of this stuff, okay? There you go. Come on. Can't make up her mind. Isn't that the same method the owner of the Rubik's used to solve his cube? Corner then edge? That's corners first, probably what you're talking about, which is not done in the same way as any blind method. Yeah, U2 R prime. So I only know like a few foreflip. Oh my gosh. What are you doing? My cat just like bumped into the mirror closet door. But yeah, there's that alg. So you can do that like on any face, so that's like a bunch of cases that you know, or setting up into it, and like that cancels too. So like if you set up L prime into that case, it ends with a wide L. So that's a bunch of cases right there. And then there's, of course, the classic M prime U prime times 4. And all the mirrors, which is a shit ton of cases. And then one move setups into it is another shit ton of cases. And then this is a pretty decent alg. It's basically just two flipped 2E2Es. Like the same flip 2E2E alg back to back. It's like an 8-move flip 2E2E alg. So that one's like on the longer side, but it's pretty fast, and it opens the door to a lot more decent solutions. The U layer 4 flip, you know, is the 1 times 4 and then M instead of M prime times 4? Oh. Oh. Wait, that's a funny way of doing that. Dude, what am I doing? Do you have these written down anywhere? No. Well, actually, James started making an LTC or a 4-flip list. So this is James. I think I have editing privileges on this, but yeah, you can just look at that. Yeah. Yeah, this one is a literal commutator. Definitely think it's better than that, because you have to do a bunch of successive M moves, which is really gross. My main cube is the MF3RS, or not MF3RS, why did I say that? So weird, that's such an old cube. RS3MV5. Ugh, that turning sucked. Use a different version for 3-blind versus multi? Yeah, I use the maglev for 3-blind and I use the dual adjust for multi because it's cheaper and doesn't repel each other a bunch. I definitely prefer the maglev and I would use it for 3-blind if it was practical, but it's just not. There's a much better solution I could have done there, but it was too late. Tips for F2L. Watch example solves pretty much of like fast people who learn good solutions. I need to drill full floating stuff again. There's a good handful of cases that I'm getting lately that I am like rusty on. I think I said the wrong letter in memo, and I like was pretty sure of that, and I was right. The solve before that memo was ridiculous. I do not remember what it was. But yeah, I feel like my memo is relatively fast today, and I'd be pausing. I feel like I always get the coin flip wrong on that one, on fixing popped edges. Why are so few people watching? Yeah, I've noticed it's a lot slower chat than normal. I think it's just probably because it's Easter Eve and I'm also streaming a bit later than normal. Maybe my title wasn't clickbaity enough. What's happening? I think that was 12 to 9. That's pretty sick. Cringe. What do I think about memory sports? I think they're cool. I'm curious about them. Might be messing up. What's it called? Two color memo. This is a sick playlist. It's called Jungle Fatigue Volume 3. If you just search that on YouTube. I've been listening to YouTube music like significantly more than Spotify lately. Just because of all these gems. Are you planning on doing another huge multi-attempt again? I want to. I just don't know when I'm going to do it. It might be a while. Probably, like, at the earliest after Worlds. do you have? I have 4 palaces that I use for multi right now, and then a 40 cube or 40 room palace that I use for big blind. But I have 2 palaces, and each of those 4 palaces I use for multi are 72 rooms each. But I have plans for 2 more palaces that I'm gonna make like any day now. I wanted to do that today, but I was like, I want to stream, so maybe I'll do it tonight. Raided your friend last time. People were leaving because he wasn't doing blind, so he started doing 1x1 multi-blinds. That's funny. The positions and had to put them back to green from white top. That's funny. Dang it. There's a sick cancel and I did it wrong. Here to here to here, so LUB, FDL, and then JPerm, which is, and I did just one move wrong. Just got off work, tired. Understandable. I've been doing some mental construction recently, trying to get all of my palaces to 64. How many palaces do you have? Do you not write anything down? I always write my shit down. Keep it organized when I'm creating it. Write them down, but sometimes gotta see the place in person to come up with good locations. Do you ever use Google Maps? Or maybe you don't do stuff outside. I'm gonna use Google Maps for one of the new ones I'm making. They disassociate themselves from their own actions, often experiencing an hysterical blindness. They're blind to the darkness within themselves. Classic choke. Extremely cringe. Visit some of your friends in college. Spend an hour walking around parts of the campus you haven't seen in a while. Dude, I did that. I did that at my old college like a year ago, but I just never made anything out of it yet. But probably should. Bro got you feeling like you should have 6. I feel like the more the merrier. Dang it. Yes to pair. Wish I could learn blind. Why can't you?
The darkness within themselves.
I have no idea how to do this. This is so confusing. God, how do I do that? Oh. Well, I don't know. God. I guess I just have to do that. Oh, but I could. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is the best way to do it. For sure.
People who commit these acts are in many ways no different from you and me, but they are no longer able to control their urges. They disassociate themselves
Oh,
from
I
their
already
own
messed it up.
actions, often
I was doing canceling this.
physical blindness. They are blind to the darkness within themselves.
Don't have the mental capacity to do that? Oh, I mean, I know multiple people with ADHD who do blind. Maybe it'll make it harder to learn, but you never know until you actually try. Autism? Dude, there's so many autistic cubers who are super good at blind. Stanley Chappell is autistic. Come on. Are you serious? Yeah, I think you're just you're making it out to be harder than it actually is. You don't have the motivation. Oh, well. I mean, then don't do it. Dude. Ugh. Dude, what is happening? Cube cope. Yeah, I mean, if you don't have free time, that'll make it harder. Maybe I'll have motivation later. Cringe. Happening. My brain might be turning off. It's not that late. I just haven't eaten. Dang it, dude. I parity shifted and I took a freaking way too long to figure it out. Usually I'm not that bad at that. Whoa, that was pretty sick. 9 algs. What is this emote? Oh, that's a Twitch global emote, that's funny. Brushed up on full 3-blind solves yesterday and a lot more stuck than I thought. Nice. Did you ever make a word list? I remember you were like making yourself make a word list with very strict rules for the letter pair word like assignments, and I wonder if you ever like went through with that. It sounded like way too strict. That was probably faster exec than memo. None of that panned out well. Yeah, that sounds hard. People struggle to make a full word list in the first place, not even with restraints like that. Made the list, but it didn't have the benefit you're looking for. Yeah. Nice stash. Hope it goes well. What's a typical step? Those 10 algs and edges had like a ridiculous amount of cancels in really nice cases. Unfortunate. During 10 blind attempts, you mentioned some memo tips, and that's what got me interested again, like starting out with vibe memoing instead of being strict. I mean, yeah, like all you need is in the long run, you'll just know what case is represented by what word, you know? Has mental health ever affected your ability to do as large of attempts as you do? Definitely. And I think just taking breaks is a good way to deal with it. One, because you'll like forget about how frustrated you were probably, but two, because it lets your memory palaces clear out like much more, and then when you come back it's just like way easier for things to stick. Is that a DNF? That's so annoying, dude. Oh my gosh. I'm just gonna call it a +2. I think I was like right on the line. See you later, Sharky. GL apartment hunting. You think that's a DNF? It was like right on the line. Pretty sure. Extra comms. I'm just gonna DNF this just in case it was actually a DNF. Come on, dude. Are you kidding me? Second 2-move DNF and 3 solves. I can't end stream until I PBO 12, dude. And right now, I'm not close. Not actually abiding by that, but that's just the cope to keep going. That was 12 to 10. Oh, music. It's over. The Jungle Fatigue Volume 3 is over. Now what? Hidden Gems of Atmospheric Drum and Bass that we listened to yesterday because it's so fire. Float. Okay, I just gotta do that 11 more times. That's all. That's it. It's that easy. It's that easy. Bad edge cases. I just gotta get like 5 16s in a row. That's all. If I get like one decent AO12, I'll stop. I can't even miss one. I cannot actually. I already DNF'd. Very cool. Might be getting tired. I just want one AO12. Come on. That was pretty sick TPS. I think almost 12 to 11. I kind of guessed on a pair. Yeah. Rip. Starting from square one. Come on! If I don't get the AO12 by 950, I will stop. What was that 4-flip you were showing earlier? Not the MU ones? Oh, this one. It's U prime R E R2 E prime R U. Do that twice. Wait, I did it wrong, I think. It's basically the 2E2E that's like that canceled with that. Oh yeah. U prime R E R prime U R prime E prime R times 2. U prime R E R prime U R prime E prime R. U prime R E R prime U R prime E prime R times 2. Huh. This is such a weird 4-flip case, I had no idea what to do. I also recalled a pair wrong. Oh, that's not that bad. Oops. How would I do this? This is a weird case. I feel like I would maybe just do that. 3-move setup is kind of cringe though. I triple DNF'd, oh my gosh. By far the best 4-flip you know now? What, that's faster than this? How is that a sub 20? I don't get it. That was 10 algs and like multiple pauses. Feels the best. It is like 2 of the best comms combined. Nice. That was 10. gosh, almost popped at the end. Felt the edge almost popping out. Lockup on every single alg. It's okay. I think all of the nice SU foreflips, both S and U moves, are in pull directions in all of UF. You mean like those? God, my freaking stack mat annoys me, dude. Yeah. For some reason doing that like hurts my finger like in the joint. Dude. That was 10 to 8. I feel like I paused between every alg. Hinge. You can get all adjacent U edges with the MU ones with just M prime. Yeah. Yeah, there's tons of mirrors. And then there's also this, like start with M2 and then end with M. So that's that case too. Those three in this. Oops. Those ones are kind of confusing for me, but getting better at it. Solid 10 alg. Like not great cases, just executed well. That was 7 to 6 alg edges and 3 to 2 alg corners. So 10 to 8. Kind of bad. Wide R U prime, wide R U prime times 5. What an alg. Wait, am I doing it right? Oh, I'm so dumb. Oh, that's funny. Alright. Oh, wait, did I get back-to-back 1782s? That was 10 algs, that was 10 to 8. Because sometimes my stack map enters stuff twice, so I need to actually confirm that I got the same time back to back. Sometimes my stack map. Because this could actually be a decent AO12. I don't think I can PB with this, but I think that was the 10. Yeah. Oh no, I went way too far back. Oh, so it says 1782 right now, and then I got another one. Wow, yeah, it was back-to-back 1782. Thank you, I feel blessed. I need to roll. I'm getting a pretty decent AO12 if I have 4 good solves right now. I only need 2 for the AO12, but if I get 4, I roll another. Dude, horrendous scramble, my god. And I paused. Dude, my stack mat is so weird. Why does it do that? Should have been a lot better. I kind of hesitated on some cancels. 1904 AO12. And I can roll a 19 and a DNF. Let's go. Dude. That was a float into a 4 flip, by the way. But, dude, such a bad bad scramble. Oh my god, that's frustrating. That's payback for the good scrambles that I just got. Alright, I'm just rolling this DNF, see what happens, and then I'm done. Go eat dinner. Algs. Couldn't roll. Yeah, there's no chance I'm rolling this. I am going to go until I DNF. Just because. Of course. That's funny. That was 9 to 8 Algs. I rolled it. Except now it's not even better than before. I have to roll an 18, a 17, a 19. Damn it, dude. That was a good scramble, and I just freaking fricked up. had an LTCT and I tried to cancel into it, which was a mistake. What is... Thanks, StackMath, for entering that place again. This case. And I had that before, so it was like this. It's a D2 setup for the LTCT and a D setup for this case. So rip. Last solve. Copium. Good. I don't know what I did wrong right there. That was weird. Okay. I'm done. I'll be back tomorrow. I was pretty busy today. I wanted to do a big multi, but I didn't. Maybe I'll do one tomorrow. Wait, we gotta watch a video really quick. Oh wait. Gotta turn off this music. Okay. You guys ready for the best video that exists?
なんとなく生きてんじゃないですか。迷ってんじゃないですか。生き生きさ。
Achieve your goal.
目標達成できる。だからこそ。
Just gotta remind myself that every time I have a bad multi attempt. Anyways. Never give up. It's one of my favorite videos. Ganbat? What does that mean? Ugh, dude. I've been doing manual labor and my freaking neck hurts. It's definitely not all the cubing. Who do I raid? Never give up. I'm gonna raid Amazing Shake. I haven't popped into this guy's chat for years. Do your best? Oh, okay. Did he say that, or is that just like a word that you know? The video is beautiful. I know. I love that video. Should watch it every day. I don't watch it often enough. Okay. Rating Amazing Shake. He's playing Dark Souls 2. Didn't hear it specifically. Oh, okay. He pretty much said that. I didn't know if it was like not translated exactly the same or something. Anyways, thanks for watching. I'll be back tomorrow. Bye.